You guys can see I have the Inspire Pro and I have the Phantom Pro. What are the differences? Well, between the prices, this one is $4,500 and this one is $1,259. Both of them shoot really good quality video, but this one right over here, there's a lot of people that are having problems. Not problems, but they just don't know how to use the focus on this camera. And these are the people that might not have a lot of knowledge on this type of camera. And I was one of those when I first bought the Inspire Pro. I was a little bit frustrated that everything seemed a little bit on the blurry side. How do you fix that? Well, I'm going to show you a couple tips on how to fix that. But before we get into it, I just want to show you that this drone comes with very high quality equipment. This camera is really good, and I mean, for the price, it's supposed to be really good. The case that it comes with a case just like the Inspire 1. It even says it here in the front, Inspire 1. The only difference in the case is that it comes with this inside instead of the little case that it used to come with the X3, of course, because of the size of the camera. This is a much better quality of a case than the other plastic one that used to come with the X3. So you can see inside of it, you can see that it comes with even lids that you could put on the camera, because it's just like any other DSLR lens. You could see there. And it also comes with this that you could put just like any DSLR camera. You squeeze these things together and you could put it on here. The reason why I have it off is because it's perfectly balanced, as you can see, and I wanted to show you guys that. And another thing is also here, and this is the lid that just comes, so you could put it at the bottom when you're not using the camera when you're transporting your Inspire. But as you can see, it's very, very nice quality case for the camera itself. Flight times, I have noticed that they are a couple minutes shorter depending on what battery you use. But even if you use a TV48 or a TV47, the flight times are a little bit less, even though that the motors are a little bit bigger than the regular Inspires. But they are, into my case, they are a little bit less. And even though I've only flown it like 3 times, but in those 3 times I did notice a little bit shorter of a flight time. It might not be the case with other people, but that was in my case. Also, the propeller system, to put up the propellers, we'll get a close-up of this, but it's very simple to put the propellers now. Put them in there, and then it has a locking mechanism on the motor itself, and then you're all set. That's how quick. You put the propellers, you put them on, and you take them off. The mechanism is right over here, as you can see on the motor itself. But besides all that, I mean, it's a really nice drone. A little bit on the expensive side, but it is a professional camera that it has on it. Let's power it up and let's see the information that I was telling you at the beginning of the video, all the little frustrations that I had about the focus. And I'll show you, we'll do a screen capture. I'll go ahead and turn on the remote. Now turn on the drone. You're gonna see the calibration that the camera goes through, just like any other DJI drone. Now we'll go ahead and start up the app. But talking about the focus, as you can see, it's a little bit of interference here, which that's normal. Talking about the focus, this is what I had to learn, and this is what I think is pretty cool about this DSLR camera that you can see here, is that you can actually just like a point and shoot. This is a camera that I'm using to record our video right now. But as you can see, you could just go ahead, tap there, and it'll focus on that, on the depth of field. It'll focus on that. Then, if you go ahead and I like the little sound that it actually makes, which I had the volume down, but we'll go ahead and focus on something else. Let's focus on something right here. And it actually makes the DSLR noise, and we'll go ahead and focus on something else. For example, let's turn the camera around. Let's focus on let's see. Let's focus on me.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Well, I'm inside the house and I have a home point. That's funny. Alright, so we could go ahead and focus on that. You can see it targets, and as you can see, it focuses at at the, and you can see it focuses at the object that I pointed at. Now let's focus on my face. Let's go up a little bit right there and focus on my face. And now, as you can see, focusing on my face right there. So it's pretty cool that you could do this. You must be wondering, what are those red lines? Well, those red lines are telling you that you are in focus. And how do you get those? You could turn it on and off. And I like it because, like I said, when I was flying in midair, let's just say I had to focus like this, everything else was blurry. So I had nothing to focus in midair. So my frustration was, how do I get this to focus? Well, first of all, let me tell you how to get those red lines. As you can see, the red lines are only showing on the focus objects. In this case, the arm. You can see the outline, the red. Well, we'll go ahead and turn the volume down so she doesn't keep on saying Addy mode. We'll go ahead and show you how to get these red lines so you can see that your object is completely focused. We'll go ahead and go to the main menu here. And then you scroll, you go here. At the bottom, as you can see right over here, under the camera, I'm moving this right over here. And you can see where it says peak focus threshold. That's how you turn it on and you turn it off. Watch the arm. I'm gonna turn it off. Watch the arm. Right now it's highlighted. I'm gonna go ahead and press none and it's gone. See? That's how you know that it's on focus. Now the next subject is, let's say that one of my frustrations was that I wanted this camera to autofocus, and as you can see, it's set to autofocus. As you can see right under the battery, it says AF. That stands for autofocus, but it's not autofocusing. So I was like, how do I fix this? Well, all you have to do is just set it to manual focus, and then you tap in the infinity tab, which is the one at the bottom, all the way down. And now everything becomes in focus. So basically, manual focus and you touch infinity, that's your automatic focus, you could say, per se. That's the way I understood it. So no matter where you move it, everything that comes into play, it's highlighted red. As you can see, highlighted red means that the objects are in focus. So that's the way I solve my problem, thanks to a friend in the forums that he helped me out with this. So I just wanted to give you guys that tip. But if you want to go ahead and get it into autofocus and start focusing on different things like we did before, you just have to press autofocus and you're gonna know that you are in autofocus because you get this green square. So let's focus there at the phantom, and it's perfectly focused, as you can see. Didn't make the little noise because I have the volume down. because of that lady keep on saying Addy, 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 Addy. Just put it there. So let's focus on it again. You can see it, that the phantom focuses perfectly. You can see right there. Let's focus at the remote controller that I'm using right now, which is this one. It's perfectly focused, and everything on the background, it's, as you can see, the phantom is blurry. So that's pretty cool that you could do that with this Inspire Pro, with this camera. Definitely this camera is professional camera. As you can tell, you see everything else is out of focus, and I want to go ahead and focus in, let's say, over there in this room right over here. I'll go ahead and tap, and it's perfectly in focus. Alright, just wanted to show you guys that information. Now, in comparison to, let's stop with the video recording here, and we're gonna go ahead and turn off the drone. Alright, so now I have videos of both drones flying around the same areas. It won't be exactly the same video, but I'll leave it up to you guys to decide which one, I mean, if you could even tell the difference on the video quality. If you're not gonna be using the depth of field like some people like, which is you have an object here, you focus into it and everything else in the background is blurry. If you're not gonna be doing that, then I mean the Phantom Pro or even the Inspire with the X3, pretty much video quality wise, to my opinion, and a lot of people might not agree with me, and I'm no professional either, but to my opinion, into my eye, it looks pretty much, the video quality looks the same. Now if you're gonna be doing the depth of field, which I just explained, then that's pretty cool to do with this drone. It'll definitely work for you.